Well, I mentioned earlier that I noticed a lot of cracks in my throttle cable. You can see right here, there's a crack going along, and then I can feel another one on the back side over here. It's all pretty brittle, and the last thing I want is to have a sticky throttle once I have this Holly hooked up and I'm trying to get the TPS set correctly. I don't want any weird play going on in just the throttle cable itself. So I've ordered a new one. It should be here in the next couple of days from LMR. I'm not going to risk putting all of my dash back together and then have a problem with this. So for 45 bucks, I'm going to replace it now. I'm getting ready to take the two screws out from the firewall side. These are a 5/16. This is the bracket that holds it to the firewall. So there's one screw. Try not to lose it. Okay. Now let's go over to the throttle bracket here. Okay, so I'm wanting to get this cable right here on the inside. So there should be another screw. Yep. And it's the same size, so 5/16. We'll back that out of here. That just slips right out of there once you take that screw out. And then finally, we got to pop it out of this bracket. What's the odds of me getting this out without breaking this 38-year-old plastic bracket? Well, all right, we did it. We got it out of there without breaking it. So now we got to take our project inside the car. Now, I've never replaced one of these before, but I've seen a few videos on it. So if the dash was in the car, I know this would be a bear to do. And you got to basically crawl underneath, take the seat out, try to be able to see the top of your throttle or your accelerator pedal. This guy right here. And then pop that green ring out from that notch and lift the cable out. It should be relatively easy for me because I'm just reaching right straight in since I don't have a dash. All right, let's try this again and see if this works. Yeah, there we go. It didn't really lift up out of the notch as much as it came forward, I guess. So let's take a closer look at it once we get it out of the engine bay. Actually, that wasn't what people were saying was the hard part. There's this disc right here, this plate that snaps over, as I'm sure another safety feature, so it doesn't accidentally come out. I've got to figure out how to get this big red round metal plate off of here. I think it's like a pressure fit, so I'm wondering if I push straight back on the cable piece itself, if it'll just push out. Well, it kind of looks like it's come out a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's a type of pressure fit where it was pushed on, and then these are kind of tapered to grab onto that silver metal piece that the cable comes through. So when we go to put it back together, we'll just try to line it up and push it straight on once we have it screwed into the other side. Now this should come right out. And this little piece in green is what it pushes straight in to the pedal bracket. I was trying to lift it up at first, but I needed to pull straight out towards the driver's seat to pop it out of there and then lift the cable out of that groove in the pedal. So remember that when we go to put this back together. All right, it's been a couple days. Just got the box from LMR and got the new bracket for the cruise and throttle line cable. Got a replacement piece for the end, and then I've got the actual throttle cable. So let's open. Since I was on their website getting ready to buy just the cable, I noticed that it was hardly any more to just buy the kit that comes with this plastic end piece plus the bracket and the cable. I think it was only like $15 more than just buying the cable on its own. So I'm going to replace all this, make it look a little nicer. So that means I need to take this screw off to unhook the cruise cable, and then I need to pop this clip out to get it off of here. And once I get that done, I'll be right back. Comes off just like that. That, and this should pull right out. As far as the new one goes, again, we're just gonna pry this up. All right, we'll just push this through. Snap that all the way down. For the replacements, we're going to take the screws that came with the kit and we're going to get them started and ran through on their own to kind of thread these holes in before we try to install it with the parts, just to make it a little faster. Okay, just like that. And then the other one. And the other one is this round hole down here, not the elongated one. We'll line this up. And don't over tighten it. It feels like they could strip out fairly easily. Now we're going to take our new throttle cable. Again, don't tighten it too hard because it feels like it would strip out pretty easy. And let's, a lot smoother than the one I took off. Yeah, I guess that's the way it has to be. This has to be pulled back, and then there's a little nipple on the front of this that feeds into that hole right there. Come down at an angle, get it started, and then you push this down. And this black plastic piece, I guess, just rests up against the back. I don't see any other way. And LMR did not have a video online for how to install this cable. So, all right, it looks like it works fine. It's nice and smooth and pulls that back. All right, there's a little bit of old gasket left on the firewall on one side, so I'm gonna try to peel that off. All right, there we go. And these mounting holes are off center, so you can only put it on one direction to get it right. Looks like I need to reuse the screws that came off the original here. It didn't come with more screws with the new cable. Okay, again, I don't want to over tighten that and strip them out, so I think that's pretty tight. Let's move our way inside and finish this up. Okay, you can see the cable coming through now, and it's going to be almost impossible for me to hold this phone up here and try to reach in and get that on. So let me see if I can prop this up some way without covering up everything I'm doing. So we're gonna first try to lift, or no, the first thing you gotta do is get this disc and feed it in there. Yeah. Things I try to do for you guys. Okay. So I've got it fed through the notch on that round disc, and now I gotta get it pushed on like that. You can see right here, I've pushed it onto, and now I'm just gonna push back towards the firewall. It's a press fit over that metal, silver metal shaft on the end of the cable. So it's in place now. Make sure you pull this little plastic clip on the cable all the way forward, and you're gonna lift all that cable up to get over top of this little groove cut out in the pedal and in front of that hole there. You see how I have the white plastic cap in front of the pedal arm now? Fed it in through that little groove in the top of the metal pedal arm. Now I'm going to push it straight back and snap it into the hole that was stamped into that pedal arm. Just like that. Now I obviously had this really easy because my dash is out of the car. It also makes it easier to show you guys and describe what I've done. You won't potentially have it that easy, but that is how it should look when it's all put back together. And we're done now. This is how it would be routed and kind of where it's going to sit when the air intake's back on. That was definitely much easier when you don't have the upper intake on and when you don't have the dash in. And now I have a much nicer looking, cleaner bracket. All right. Hope this helps someone. Thanks all.